Greetings, this is Robert Shofka. I'm the president of Hack and Slash Games, and today we're going to do a video on how to play Ophidian 2350, the strategic combat card game. In order to do that, we're going to grab one of these pre-constructed decks. You can get these off our website for a mere $13. Each one of these decks has 40 fixed cards, 20 random, a rule book, and a couple of counter cards. So let's open this bad boy up and see what we've got inside, and let's get prepared to set up for a game of Ophidian 2350. Alright, so first things first, we want to pull off the rule book, put it to the side in case we need to consult it for any reason. And then next up, we are going to fan through the cards here and see if we can find any double-sided cards, like this one here that's hiding. Those are going to be the gladiator cards. So we'll go through here, find all the gladiator cards, and pull them to the side. Looks like they stuck them all on the end on this one, so here we are. Move these guys out here. Then we're going to flip this over. We're going to look for some counter cards. So you're going to have a blue one right here that represents cheer. Put that to the side. You're going to have a red one right here, which represents credit points. Put that to the side. And then last but not least, we're going to go through here and see if we can find any replacement gladiators. Those are going to have a little 0 and it'll say gladiator in the top right-hand corner. And luckily we found one right here in the beginning of the deck. Looks like that. We're going to put that to the side. Alright, so we are pretty much set up. We've got our replacement gladiator, our arsenal deck, a couple counter cards. Let's go ahead and build our gladiator team. Alright, so based on the cards I've got in this particular deck, I've got a couple 3/4s. Again, the cards are double-sided. Put your 3/4s to one side, and then you got your 1/2s. Again, put those to the side. Let's try to build our team. So we need to have 10 victory points in all of these cards. And it's usually best to grab at least the cards you have the 3s and 4s for. So in this case, let's see what we got here. Okay, we got a version 9, 1 and 2, and a version 9, 3/4. So we're going to want to use that card. And it looks like we've got a Prince of Gates 1, 2, and a Prince of Gates 3/4. So we'll use that card. All right, so I can move these guys to the side since I know we're going to use those. And the victory points on these right here equals 7. So that means I got 3 more victory points left that I can use. So I can either pick a mannequin card, because he's worth 3, or I can take the Pago PK combo for also 3 points. And since I kind of like to have at least 4 gladiators on my team, and as I mentioned in an earlier video, you can have no more than 4, but you can have less. I'm going to go ahead and do the PK and Pago combo. Move this guy to the side. And we're pretty much ready to go. I've got 4 victory points and 3 is 7. Then 2 and 3 is 10. So we're good to go. And last but not least, I want to go ahead and set my gladiators up in the appropriate rows. In the previous video, we talked about the action row versus the support row. So I put my more powerful gladiators in the front in this case, and my weaker ones in the back. And that's pretty much it. The only thing I'm missing at this point are some beads or other things I can use on a counter card. So you're going to need some dice. You need 4 dice, 1 for each gladiator, so that way you can put wounds on your gladiator. And you're going to need some counters. You can use beads, you can use dice, you can use poker chips, bingo chips, whatever. But you're going to need to go ahead and set those up. So we're going to want to set our cheer to 0 because we haven't done anything to earn cheer. Got an extra bead, we'll leave it to the side. And we set our credit points up to 11, and that's what we'll start for the first wave. So other than that, we are ready to go. Let's see what my opponent chooses.
And that would be me. I've already set up my gladiators. I have put 2 in the action field as well and 2 in the support field. I've given myself 11 credits, and I have my reserve gladiator over here ready to go should the need arise. So you have the flow.
So yeah, just before this video was shot, we rolled the dice to determine who was going to get the flow. I was the one that got the flow, so I set up my gladiators first. He set his gladiators up second, and now I start playing. So both of us are going to go ahead and draw 9 cards.
My method being clearly superior.
Then we're going to review our cards and discard 2 cards that we're not going to use this wave. So I'm going to select a higher level card and another card that I'm not going to need. I'm going to slide them up underneath my arsenal deck. So now I am now playing with a hand of 7. So while he's reviewing his cards, I'm going to be looking at mine. And I already have a pretty good idea of what I'm going to do. So I am going to start by bringing out a minion. I'm going to bring out a Chronic Gem minion. I'm going to bring him into the support field because that's where all minions start, is in the support field right here. He's going to cost me 4. So I'm going to go from 11 to 10, 9, 8, 7. And I'm going to move that little credit counter on there. This is a positive action right here, so that means I continue to keep the flow. And let's see, what is next? I am going to bring out
your own destruction.
Yeah, I'm thinking here. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Save those guys for last. I'm going to go ahead and attack with old Chronic Gem here. So I'm going to move Chronic Gem forward, bring him into the action field. I'm going to go ahead and set him and declare an attack. So I am going to attack Poc Shot right here for 1 point of damage. So now my opponent has to choose whether to take that or whether to intercept with the gladiator in the same field.
I will go ahead and take that damage.
All right. So this is not a gladiator, so no cheer is earned. It is still my turn, however. I'm going to just kind of leave him there. Let's see. Let's go ahead and I am going to set Prince of Gates right here. And I'm going to attack for 2. Again, my target is going to be Poc Shot.
All right. Well, for 2, I'll go ahead and take that too.
All right. So that earns me 1 cheer because, again, I'm attacking an unset gladiator. The flow is still with me. Let's see. I think what I will do is let's go ahead and we will take Pago moving forward and attack. Pago attacks for 1. He will also target Poc Shot.
I'm going to set Opoc Center and intercept the attack on Poc Shot.
Okay, so this causes the cheer to be gained on his side. So his cheer will go up by 1. We now both have the same amount of cheer, which is 1 cheer. All right,
he takes the wound.
And he takes the wound. Okay, it's still my turn at this point.
Except that it's not. I will go ahead and spend that cheer
All
to
right.
steal the flow. And the first thing I'm going to do is spend 3. Let's see, I have 11. Spend 3. I'm down to 8. And bring out Bomb Blastic into play. And, oh, where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Ah, there it is. Okay, and then I'm going to spend another 1 and pump Poc Shot. Oh, wait, without showing you my hand. I'm going to then set Poc Shot and attack version 9.
Okay, well, version 9 will take the damage. It's a little measly little 1 point of damage. Doesn't mean nothing to version 9. He just shrugs it off. But this is an unset character, and therefore the cheer will go to my opponent. So we're back to 1 each.
This.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to bring Ironsides up into the action field, set him, and also attack Poc Shot.
Ooh, he's trying to keep hitting my same guy over and over again. Let's see. Before we do that, let's make sure I don't have any... yeah, okay. I will go ahead and take 2 points of damage. Gives him the cheer. I'll go ahead and spend 1 of my cheer to interrupt his flow, and is now be my turn. All right, so we are going to... We are going to go ahead and set version 9, and he's going to go ahead and do an attack. And that attack will be on to our gladiator over here, Poc Shot, and that will be for 2.
Okay. He has no choice but to take it at this point.
That's correct. I will earn a cheer for that. Still my turn. I will then go ahead and place the Jagged Bones for 3, so I'll pay 1, 2, 3 for that. And then you'll notice that, so this, I have to have 2 characters with this symbol. I've got one here, I've got one there, so let's me play old Jagged Bones on, I'm going to play it on PK over here. Now this is a negative, so the turn is going to go back to my opponent over here.
At this point, I'm slightly lost my flow of thoughts here. That was a terrible pun. But I'm going to, let's see, I have a neat ability here. So I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do is move him into the action field, set him, and attack once again, version 9.
So version 9 will take 1 point of damage, bringing him up to 3, but since he is already set, no cheer is generated.
Yeah, it's all right. And then I'm going to spend 2 credits to bring out energy. Nope, I'm sorry. Teetotal Boom.
Ooh. Now that is a minus, correct?
It's a minus action, so you now have the flow.
I now have the flow. Well, I am going to, I got a couple of choices here. I will go ahead and pay 2 to pump PK over here with a Sunder Maul. It's a big old huge hammer. Pay 2 for that. That brings me down to 2 credit points. That is a minus action, so that means now my opponent's able to go.
All right. I am losing a number of options here, but just for the sake of entertainment, I'm going to bring Teetotal Boom up to the action field and set him and make an attack. But you get to choose who I am attacking.
I get to choose. I will have Prince of Gates take the damage.
All right.
He does 2. So Prince of Gates takes that.
And then that last ability you played had a pay of 2, so I will pay 2 credits to suffocate that.
Oh, let's see. Let's see. Target pump. Play X cost minus cost. If you control 2 or more psi gladiators, do you have 2 or more?
I do not. So it's a minus action, but that's okay. I was going to end my turn anyway, or pass the flow back to
Okay,
you.
hold on. Let me see what it says. Destroy pump with X play cost. Control 2 or more. You have 2 or more.
If I control 2 or more, it
Yeah.
becomes a plus.
Yeah, you're right. All right, so this guy goes away. Just move him over here in the discard pile.
And that was a minus action, so the flow once again passes to you.
Oh yeah, he totally took what I was going to do. You scumbag. Okay. Well, I guess then I will go ahead and set and bring this guy to the front. And he will go ahead and attack Poc Shot. He does 2 points of damage.
Well, since he is advancing, I'm going to pay 1 wound on Bomb Blastic so that he will take 1 damage. I still take the attack.
That may be true, but Poc Shot is now dead.
Well, I figured might as well get something in.
Yep. Alrighty. Let's see. And it's still my turn at this point. I'm looking for something that I can do. Unfortunately, all of my remaining cards have 2 credit points or higher, and I only have... Oh, wait, I have 2. So I'm going to bring out my Drosh, and now I'm down to 0 credit points. And since this is a minus, it now goes to my opponent.
Okay. I could move Bomb Blastic into the action field and declare an attack, but it would serve absolutely no purpose. So, I am left with no other choice than to pay 2 and bring Energy Collector into play. And
Okay.
that's a minus, so the flow passes back to you.
That's going to give you more money. So the question is, what do I want to do? I think I'll go ahead and risk it. We'll go ahead and bring Drosh into the front.
Running out of room in your action.
Running out of room just for the camera here. We're running out of room due to Mr. Camera. Let's see. We'll go ahead and Let's go ahead and we will target the energy collector in the back and take him out.
All right. That's nothing I can do about that. So he takes the wounds and he is sent to the scrap heap.
All right. And let's see. Do I have anything else that I can do? I do have some positive cards in my hand. Unfortunately, I have no money to play them with. I have no unset cards that I can use. Therefore, I have nothing to do. I have to pass.
Okay, and I will also pass.
So at this point, we have finished wave 1, and we are ready to go into the breather. All right, so let's go through the quick steps of the breather. Number 1, let's go ahead and unset our cards. All right, let's. What we want to do now is determine who is going to go first. So we count the number of total wounds. So I have 3, 4, 5, and 1 is 6. And then you have.
I have 6, 7, and 8.
Okay.
Or is it only on gladiators?
It's only on the gladiators.
So 7.
So 7. So you technically have more wounds than I do, correct?
That's correct.
All right, which means you get the flow. So what that means is that you do your plays first, then I do mine, and then you go. So what you're going to do now at this point is A, pick one of your gladiators with which to heal and level. You only get to pick one.
We'll do that on Opac Center.
So we bring him from 1 to 2.
I gained an ability there too.
Yes, you do. All right, and then next thing you're going to do is you are going to look at your cards in your hand. Discard whatever ones you don't want.
Yeah, that's all.
Then draw up to 9 and discard 2.
Okay. And probably bring in my reserve gladiator at some point.
Right.
All right. And
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Bring reserve gladiator in. Reserve gladiator doesn't cost anything to bring in.
I will get rid of.
Those are actually going to go on the bottom of your
That's
deck.
right.
Yeah, they're not discarded. They go to the bottom of the arsenal pile. All right, and last but not least, you go ahead and set your credit points.
To 12.
Correct, and pay for any items that you want to maintain.
Well, I just brought him in. I like Teetotal Boom, so he's going to stick around.
He's going to cost you 2.
But I'm going to let Bomb Blasted go.
Now, is there anything on my side you have? No. All right, so then set up your gladiators whichever way you'd like. And your cards, reset your characters however you want. Put them in whichever fields you like. All right, so he's set his guys. So he's got 2 in the action field and 3 in the support field. So now it's my turn. So basically, again, I'm going to decide who I want to raise up. I'm going to go ahead and raise PK up and heal him out. So next up, I'm going to look at my cards that I've got right here. I have 3. I'm going to go ahead and draw up to 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we're going to go ahead and do a quick review, decide which ones I want to get rid of. So that one and...
Pick a card, any card.
Pick a card, any card. And we'll go with that one. Alright, so these guys go at the bottom of my arsenal pile. And now I'm going to go ahead and reset my guys, decide where I want to keep them, and also reset my credit points to 12. And let's see, I have this guy for 1, this guy for 1, and this for 1. That's 3, so I'll go ahead and pay for all 3 of those. So that brings me to 9 to start. And then I want to put this guy in the back, and we'll go ahead and set this up like this. So I've got 3 gladiators in the action, 1 back here in the support, and a couple of minions sitting back here chilling out. All right.
So from this point, I have the flow, and the game would continue as the first wave did.
That's correct. He would start off playing his cards, I would start off playing mine, and we would continue until the game is over.